Whoa, it is freezing out here, and that is not an understatement. It's about -18, the coldest day of the year for me up the mountain. And we're gonna talk about some tips about staying warm when it's really, really cold out. At the top of Peak Chair with Yannick, Narav, Andres, and TJ.
It's cold.
Yeah.
It's a cold one out here today.
You look like you're on Mars or something.
I know, dude. I'm fully suited.
What's up? It's me, Andreas, and this morning it was -25 on the snowboarding hill. Right now we're rolling at a balmy -18, so it's a little bit more doable. And now back to Chris.
Yeah. This is some weird ass snow. When you're riding around with people, you want to talk to each other because you can't see if you have any frostnip or frostbite on yourself. So be looking at your buddies, checking them out, and if you see any part of them that is white and waxy, especially the nose or the cheeks, make sure you tell them, you stop and you warm that up. That is a precursor to frostbite. Definitely make sure you guys are dressed for the conditions. Extra layers, layering is key. More layers, the better. You want to do lots of thin layers rather than a couple of really thick ones. And that's the same with like your gloves. If you can have inners in your gloves, if you can have face masks and things like that, you can take on and off. And there's usually places on the mountain you can buy extra gear if you need to, including hand and feet warmers. But if you buy them down in the village beforehand, it's definitely going to be cheaper.
So damn cold!
Yannick's got quite a cool bit of technology going on with his face mask. It's magnetically attached to his goggles. Oh man, cold just keeps on coming. So in this type of weather, being stationary is your enemy. You want to keep moving at all times, even if that means throwing your shoulders around, doing windmills, doing stationary squats, moving your toes around within your boots, moving your fingers about. Just any way to keep that blood flowing around your body. And if you're riding, then just really overemphasizing your turns, so bending right down into them, using a lot of body motion, using those legs a lot, and that energy is gonna help heat you up while you're out getting your butt frozen up.
To keep you out of the elements is to ride up on the gondolas. So it does depend where you are, because some maybe not as accessible as others, but in Whistler you have gondola access to the top of both mountains. You're gonna be away from the wind, give yourself a chance to warm up, take your gloves off, adjust equipment, and also you can change your layers in the gondolas too, as long as it doesn't get too weird with the other people.
Oh, yesterday on the mountain just looked like a total cold mess. It was super windy, overcast, and really, really cold. Good tip on a day like that is just don't go up. If it just doesn't look fun at all, then take the day off, go to the spa, get your nails done, or have a pedicure, you know, warm up. It was definitely the most horrible looking day of the year. Sometimes it is necessary to go out and buy some new gear. I basically went for the minimum possible and got myself some new inner gloves because I just have part gloves. I am known as having hands like furnaces, and usually if I get like real winter gloves, my hands just sweat in them. I mean, just get the inners, have the outside gloves, and then together you have that layering going in your hands. That's another reason why I think it's always good on a day like today, always bring a backpack so you can get hand warmers, face masks, extra gloves, different layers. You can carry that with you instead of having to shove it in all of your pockets. Take lots of breaks. Notice today that my toes were actually going numb, not from the boots, but from the cold. And you almost want to go in and take a break before you really start to feel that cold. So just trying to take regular breaks, go in and have a coffee, you can loosen your gear, move your toes and fingers around, warm up a little bit. So anytime that you start to lose the color in your body, so your cheeks, your nose, they start to go white and looking waxy, this is the onset of frostnip. So warm it up with your hands if you have to. Take a break, and make sure you get that color back in your body before you continue. If in doubt, seek the warmth out. And yeah, it doesn't matter if you don't have much of a day. The main thing really on a day like today is surviving. Yeah, if you guys see anybody else, stranger, even if it's a skier that has signs of frostnip, frostbite, hypothermia, do let them know, tell them what to do, because a lot of times they won't even be aware of it. Hope you guys enjoyed these tips. Fortunately, I have to be out here walking my dog. She seems to love it. I'm freezing. And I'm gonna go get myself a coffee.